Ambassador Zexthai had witnessed the rise and fall of 17 civilizations during his tenure at the Galactic Council. He had seen species obliterate themselves over territorial disputes, trade routes, and ideological differences. But never, in his 4 centuries of diplomatic service, had he seen an entire galaxy mobilize over what the humans called a lost puppy. The crisis began on a Tuesday, Galactic Standard Time, when 8-year-old Emma Rodriguez lost her golden retriever, Buddy, during a family vacation to the neutral moon of Kepler 442b. The moon served as a popular tourist destination, its bioluminescent forests and crystal caves attracting visitors from across known space. What should have been a simple case of a wandering pet became the catalyst for the most unprecedented military mobilization in galactic history. Commander Sarah Chen of the human vessel Determination received the distress call at 800 hours. A crying child, her parents frantically searching, local authorities declaring the case low priority. Typical bureaucratic indifference that would have been forgotten within days. But Sarah Chen was not typical. She had lost her own dog as a child and never found him. The pain in Emma's voice triggered something primal in the human officer. "All hands," Chen's voice echoed through the ship's corridors. "We have a Code Crimson situation." Lieutenant Morrison, the ship's tactical officer, nearly choked on his coffee. "Code Crimson? Are we under attack?" "Negative. We're mounting a rescue operation. A human child has lost her companion animal." The bridge fell silent. Morrison had served with humans for 3 years, but their capacity for emotional decision-making still bewildered him. "Ma'am, with all due respect, is this really a military matter?" Chen's expression hardened. "A human child is crying, Lieutenant. That makes it the most important military matter in this sector." Within 6 hours, 17 human vessels had converged on Kepler 442b. The search began with military precision, thermal imaging, drone sweeps, ground teams with tracking equipment. The human fleet commander, Admiral Rodriguez, Emma's grandfather, coordinated the operation with the cold efficiency of a seasoned warrior and the desperate love of family. The local Kepler authorities were initially amused, then concerned, then terrified as more ships arrived. The human search parties swept through the moon's surface like a conquering army, their scanners penetrating every cave, their drones mapping every forest grove. They set up refugee camps for displaced tourists, deployed emergency shelters, and established a perimeter that resembled a military occupation more than a pet search. "This is getting out of hand," muttered Governor Clix, the moon's Rigelian administrator, watching human marines march past his office window. "It's just one small Earth creature." He had clearly never dealt with humans before. By the 3rd day, the situation had attracted galactic attention. The Andorian Trade Federation filed a formal complaint about disrupted shipping lanes. The Centauri Collective questioned whether humanity was using the lost pet as cover for military expansion. The Voltan Empire, never fond of human unpredictability, began mobilizing defensive fleets. "They've lost their minds," Admiral Thakex of the Voltan Navy reported to his superiors. 47 human vessels are now in system. They're conducting surface-to-orbit sweeps, interrogating every tourist who visited in the past week, and they've established what appears to be a forward operating base over a domestic animal. What Admiral Thakex didn't understand, what none of the alien species understood, was that humans didn't categorize love by species. To them, Buddy wasn't just a dog, he was family. And humans had a particular reputation for what they did to those who threatened their family. The breakthrough came on day 5. A human search team found Buddy trapped in a collapsed crystal cave, injured but alive. The rescue operation involved 40 Marines, 2 engineering corps, and enough explosives to level a city block. They extracted the golden retriever with the same precision used for extracting wounded soldiers from hostile territory. The galaxy watched in stunned silence as hardened human warriors wept openly upon seeing the dog, reunited with Emma. The footage, a small girl hugging her pet while surrounded by armed soldiers, became the most viewed transmission in galactic history. But the humans weren't finished. Admiral Rodriguez's voice crackled across all galactic communication channels. "Let it be known throughout the galaxy that any harm to a human child or their companions will be met with swift and overwhelming response. We are a species that travels between stars to find lost family members. Imagine what we'll do to protect them." The message was clear and the galaxy listened, Ambassador Zexthai later wrote in his memoirs. That day we learned that humanity's greatest weapon wasn't their nuclear arsenals or quantum torpedoes. It was their capacity to love so fiercely that they would go to war over a single lost soul. The galaxy forgot how to sleep because we finally understood what it meant to share space with a species that viewed every life as sacred family. 3 months later, the Galactic Council unanimously passed the Buddy Protocol, a mandate requiring immediate assistance for any lost human companion animal. No government wanted to be the one to find out what a fully mobilized humanity looked like when they were truly angry. Emma Rodriguez returned home with Buddy, oblivious to the fact that her tears had reshaped galactic politics. She never knew that her grandfather had nearly started an interstellar war, or that 47 warships had searched for her dog. She only knew that when she needed help, help had come, and across the galaxy other species began to understand. Never underestimate a species that would move heaven and stars for love.